its dedicated staff made sure customers were getting those warm beignets. I have tights on, black jeans on top of sweatpants. Then I have an undershirt, t-shirt, a long sleeve pants, maybe my button-up shirt, and a sweater. I have on hooded brown jaws, and I have on a little logo sleeve, and I have on two shirts, and put my work shirt, put my can't read sweater that I love. Also, I have on two pairs of underwear. I'll bring extra. I'll give away to my other coworkers because we are working outside, and we will have to wash our hands frequently so the hands stay cold. Doctors say yes, don't forget your hands or head. Gloves and hats and mufflers are good because it helps your body not have to work so hard to keep that warm. And is it true, Mother says that you wear a hat because you lose a lot of heat through your head? Because it's so vascular, so you will lose more heat to the environment. So your mother was right. Now let me show you a trick that a mom showed me. She said that when her daughter is on the dance team marching in a Mardi Gras parade, they take these heat therapy patches that you use for pain, they put them in the middle of their backs, and it says for 8 hours it gives off heat and keeps them warmer. And the LA Rams have put cayenne pepper in their socks on game days to warm their feet. Increased blood flow can equal warmth, but Dr. Aaron Bowe warns it must be diluted, and it's not for people with diabetes. It is a potent irritant, so yes, you have to use it correctly. While some say just a half teaspoon of cayenne powder mixed with an ounce of foot powder, Dr. Bowe prefers thermal socks. Meg Farris, WWL, Louisiana. Cayenne in the socks is something I really never heard of, actually. Yeah, it's really spicy. Alright, because of that cold weather, early voting is suspended for today. It'll resume tomorrow and continue through Saturday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. Primary election is February 7th. And with those potential freezing temperatures, yes, we're gearing up for round 2. It could impact your weekend parades. And Alyssa Curtis will speak with some local crews about how they're getting ready for the cold, coming up at 6. And you can check out the weather at any time on our WWL Plus app with live radar available 24/7. Just download the app onto your TV and you can watch it for free anytime. And you can also check the forecast while you're on the go with our smartphone app. That's also
Yo.
Switching gears here now to immigration enforcement, and it took center stage in New Orleans to
I'm leveling out a mountain to Y69.
about Louisiana
69.
Yeah.
border patrol shootings
That's
in
awesome.
Minneapolis. Paul Murphy was at the hearing. He's joining us in the studio now with the latest on
Where's the stream?
I need to share it.
You gotta post it on like YouTube or something?
It's up. I just need to share the link.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Advocates, I should say, testified the raid are unconstitutional and inhumane. Louisiana Congressman Troy Carter says federal agents have gone too far. We will not tolerate.
There we go. The link's up.
Stop search and seizure of individuals because they look a certain way.
Yeah, this whole mountain here has to go.
To hear from local leaders and immigration advocates, the operation, officials call it Caterpillar Crunch, has resulted in more than 500 arrests. Mayor Helena Moreno says only 6% of those detained had criminal records. This is a cruel, divisive agenda lacking humanity. Overwhelmingly, the people of America question what these ICE agents are even doing, except for creating chaos, ignoring the Constitution, and costing lives. The forum came just days after a U.S. Border Patrol agent shot and killed a Minneapolis nurse, the second federal agent involved shooting there in recent weeks.
What we see happening in the state of Minnesota, in Minneapolis, is the
Might be easier to use this here.
protected First Amendment speech.
Not everyone agrees with that assessment. Louisiana Republican Congressman Steve Scalise
And like terraform all of this.
Face the nation, saying agents are enforcing the law. They're enforcing federal law, Margaret. The law says you
You can't be here illegally, and if you're committing violent crimes, the president made it clear. In fact, he was elected. President Trump was elected to get rid of criminals in our communities.
Republican Senator Bill Cassidy also weighed in on the shooting in Minneapolis. He said in a post, the events in Minneapolis are incredibly disturbing. The credibility of ICE and DHS are at stake. There must be a full joint federal and state investigation. Sharice?
All right, Paul, thank you so much. Speaking of Minneapolis, outspoken Border Patrol Commander Gregory Bellino and some of his agents are expected to leave Minneapolis soon. President Trump said today he's sending one of his top border officials to oversee operations there and follows Saturday's fatal shooting of a Minneapolis resident by federal immigration agents. Reed Binion reports.
Tensions rising again in Minnesota after a federal immigration agent shot and killed a man in Minneapolis over the weekend. It marks the second time a Minneapolis resident has been killed by federal officers this month. 37-year-old ICU nurse Alex Pretty, a U.S. citizen, was shot and killed Saturday. The Department of Homeland Security said agents were conducting a targeted operation against an undocumented immigrant wanted for violent assault when another individual, quote, approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun.
He brought a semi-automatic weapon to a riot, assaulted federal officers, and at some point they saw that weapon.
Records show Pretty was a lawful gun owner. Federal officials claimed an agent shot Pretty in self-defense, but have declined to provide critical details supporting that. Meanwhile, Democrats and others point to witness statements and multiple videos of the incident that tell a different story.
This man, Alex Pretty, was peacefully assembling. He was lawfully carrying his weapon with him. He was not brandishing it by definition, by any stretch at all.
I do something like seeing in Petra. It kind of like I have to get rid of a lot of land though.
Following the killing of Alex Pretty, Senate Democrats are threatening to block funding for the Department of Homeland Security, risking a government shutdown again. Some Democrats are calling for a freeze on funding for ICE and policy changes aimed at putting guardrails on immigration enforcement tactics. In a statement, a White House official tells CBS News Democrats are, quote, holding emergency response funding hostage to score political points. Congress faces a Friday deadline to avoid a partial shutdown.
New Orleans Mayor Helena Moreno has announced that she opposes a proposal for a new data center in New Orleans East. And a video posted to Instagram, Moreno said she didn't know about it until recently.
I just want to say that I am opposed to this, and the first I even heard about it was in a newspaper article. So I'm working in collaboration with the New Orleans City Council to prevent projects like this happening in our neighborhood.
A lot of you had something to say about this. According to documents filed in the city's Safety and Permits Department, that data center by MS Solar Grid Data is described as a prefabricated office building for computers. It will be located on I-10 and Reed Boulevard. While neighbors told us last week they would like to see economic development, they don't want the facility in a residential area. Any zoning change would first, of course, have to be approved and reviewed by the city's Department of Safety and Permits before a final decision is made, and there is no clear timeline just yet.
The snow may have stopped, but the cold is here to stay. Ontario will look at how people from New York to the Deep South are dealing with this blast in winter weather.
Racing for some more cold temperatures here at home. Chief Meteorologist Chris Franklin will have what you need to know in your full forecast after the break.
Cole? That's rare.
So we can be here for you all morning long. Wake up a little later, finishing that workout, packing lunches, or heading out the door. We've got the local news you need when you need it. More Brianna, more Brandon, more Peyton, more Leah. WWL Morning News, streaming live every morning from 7 to 9 on WWL Plus.
Sometimes little trucks can cause big injuries. For a truck injury, New Orleans knows who to call. If you were injured in a wreck with a delivery van, a little truck, or a big truck, call me now. I'm more smart. One call, that's all.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Buddy. The ones who always show
Right now,
How much I do it out? 2 pieces.
financing on 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 models with over
More coal
$6,000
though.
total value. At Coolview, we're proud to be the name you have trusted since 1945. So join us now and celebrate with our Mardi Gras sale. Save 25% on quality products, from patios and spring rooms to windows and shutters, like Colonials, Bahamas, and more. So with 25% off, you save great during our Mardi Gras sale. Only at Coolview, New Orleans' oldest and most trusted. Coolview, a name you can trust. It's cool, man. The Crown Jewel Mardi Gras first weekend. And Camping Fest 2026. After the parade, party with the big at Big Failure Fest featuring Marshmallow, Party Crashers, and more. 26 amazing floats. Over 1,000 riders. February 2nd, 2026. Get your tickets online now. Hail Big Failure. Parade route, festival details. Visit groupfailure.org. Get your tickets today. You don't want to miss it. Don't miss fun. I'm here to see my guy, Lenny the Boy. Let's go. Lenny, what's going on? Nice. Look up, brother. How you doing? Good to see you. How you doing, man? Yeah, always. These guys are their stuff. They're hard-hitting lawyers, but don't let that intimidate you. I know these dudes well. They are chill, honest, and down to earth. Yeah, appreciate you guys like the full Louisiana, man. Congratulations, my guy.
The National Weather Service has issued cold weather advisories across the country as a deep freeze takes hold of part of our country. And you can see on the left, the Hudson River is frozen along the Manhattan coastline in New York City. It comes as the city saw its snowiest day in years, with 11 inches falling on Central Park.
And in Pittsburgh, crews are doing everything they can to really clear the snow from the roads after more than a third of the city's plow trucks broke down. This is a bad time to do that. The mayor declared a state of emergency to get some additional help. President Trump, he approved federal emergency disaster declarations that for 12 states, the storm is blamed for at least a dozen deaths.
Yeah, CBS's Jared Hill has the latest on how communities across the country are dealing with the effects of the winter storm from New York's Central Park.
Residents in Worcester, Massachusetts broke out the elbow grease. It's just deep, so you got to go at it a couple times before you make any headway. Digging their cars under snowdrifts after the weekend's powerful winter storm.
I'd rather be upstairs with my feet up right now, but it's okay.
In Philadelphia, the young at heart took the easy way down the famed Rocky Steps as trucks tried to clear a path through the city. New England is no stranger to snowy scenes, but the accumulation in Vermont was too much for these pups.
It's hard today because she's old with arthritis and she's short with little legs.
This polar bear at the Memphis Zoo felt right at home. Nearly a foot of snow fell here in New York City's Central Park, and with the temperature not expected to rise above freezing for the next week, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. City kids took a break from virtual school to hit the hills, but even fun seekers can grow snow weary.
I'm definitely gonna get sick of it. Going to school and her going to work, it's gonna be a problem.
The snowfall is finished in much of the country, but the danger of frigid cold and ice remains. While parts of Georgia are thawing out, the storm knocked out electricity for hundreds of thousands across the south. Tree limbs and power lines in parts of Mississippi are crusted in ice, as officials warn it could take days to restore power. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
My energy bill is crazy right now.
Yeah.
It should be off right now.
What?
The gas.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was weird though. Everyone expected a hard freeze, and like I was saying, I had waters like this in my car. These were in my car. They didn't freeze at all. No ice, no nothing. So.
Well, this morning it was a lot more like a wind chill.
Yeah.
Because it didn't feel like the heat. Air temperature tomorrow though, like freezing, that wind chill not a factor. It's more of a human body. But temperature-wise tomorrow morning, it is going to be colder. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. This is a look at visible satellite, and not only cloud cover, we can see what is down at the surface, and what looks like clouds across so much of the nation just not moving. That is the snow and ice from El Paso, New Mexico, across the plains, Ohio Valley, and up into New England. And thankfully, we did not see anything. You look at what the folks just up in North Louisiana, North Mississippi dealt with the ice storm, a nightmare. We also got above freezing, so if we had any patchy areas of ice early this morning, they are a long duration of sub-freezing temperatures. But it's just because you're sub-freezing doesn't necessarily mean pipes are a concern. You really need to be 25 or lower for 4 hours or more for pipes to be a concern. That will be a concern north of the lake as we drop into the teens and 20s. In the metro area, I would still run water just in case, but a lot of our model guidance is indicating it should not be too much of an issue. Now, river parishes, northern bayou, and certainly North Shore, pipes will be a concern. And the areas highlighted in white, those are the areas that will be in the teens to start our Tuesday. So we stay chilly all week within a gradual warming trend, but highs by warming up only to 50. So we will stay below average all week long. Now, the only morning that we're going to have no freezes is Friday morning. Both north and south will not see freezing temperatures. We'll have a few more mornings south of the lake where we're not below freezing. And then we are likely to be turning even colder for this coming weekend. And it's a big deal because that's when a lot of parades get started. This Arctic air, we're kind of starting our model here on Wednesday, around Hudson Bay. This surge of Arctic air starts moving south, and while not nearly as cold as it will be when it's in Canada, it's going to settle right down into the Tennessee Valley. With that cold of an air mass just up to our northeast, that means we are in store for a big drop in temperature. So bitter cold, likely colder this coming weekend. Now, there is no wintry weather that we have to concern ourselves with. Thankfully, we're not going to be timing out ice potential or anything like that. But it is going to be a cold one. And Saturday night, I think we're already below freezing and windy, so feeling more like the low 20s. And then Sunday morning, we'll be in the teens and low 20s with afternoon highs in the lower 40s, and we'll see more sunshine on Sunday. All of our cloud cover long gone. We are now under high pressure, so at least bright sunshine. But even under sunny skies, high temperatures struggle today to even get into the lower 40s. We'll stay under clear skies overnight tonight and a sunny start to our Tuesday. By later today, Tuesday, early Wednesday, we see some clouds kind of passing over. A little weak upper disturbance, no rainfall with it. Plenty of sunshine back by Wednesday. And it looks like another disturbance heading into Thursday will start sending cloud cover our way. Thankfully, we don't really see much precipitation in our forecast. So really, there is no worry about trying to time out when precipitation moves out and freezing temperatures move in. We'll see a few isolated sprinkles Friday, but temperatures will be well above freezing. And by the time we start getting below freezing late Friday, Saturday morning, any precipitation will be gone. The issue going into the weekend will be another cold day. Highs on Saturday only in the mid-30s, so it won't be much longer after sunset that we're already at and below freezing for parades and windy. Bitterly cold to start our Sunday, teens and 20s with a high of only 43. We'll start off in the 20s and mid-40s by next Monday.
Well, that's all I got. All right. We now know who will serve as the Mystic Crew of Marcus's Grand Marshal in a not too average pub. The crew announced Mayor Elena Moreno's dog Nacho will lead the pack. It's the French Bulldog's second time as Grand Marshal. He previously served in 2020. Now he also held roles as the crew's Duke, Grand Duke, and Earl. He is a fancy Frenchie. Nacho's signature throw this year is, of course, nacho chips. The Mystic Crew of Marcus trots through the French Quarter Sunday, February 8th at 2 p.m. Hopefully he's got a little coat to go with him. Yeah. Well, you can always track Marcus and your favorite parades on our WWL Parade Tracker app. There, you'll also be able to see the full parade schedule. It's free in your phone's app store.
The Pelicans found another win on their road trip this weekend, and while that's great in the short term, the Pels want to sustain that for the long term, and it's why they could be players before the trade deadline. The latest rumors involving New Orleans coming up next in sports.
WWL Weather is sponsored by Chopin Law Firm. Serious injuries need trial lawyers, not case managers.
If you've been injured in a truck crash, do you know where that truck is from? Another state? Probably. Another country? Possibly. That can really complicate your injury claim. When you're on the scene, big truck team. 444-4444.
This January, our biggest sale is back. It's LAS's Wipeout Sale. Get up to 50% off all windows and shutters. LAS products are engineered and built by LAS. We are the best in the business. LAS was voted winner of Best of Home 7 times. LAS windows exceed Energy Star ratings by 30%, and our shutters are the preferred shutter by homeowners in the Gulf South. If you're looking for curb appeal and peace of mind, choose LAS. So hurry and save up to 50% off today.
Ready? It's happening right now at Rooms to Go. Shop 100 perfect picks, each just $9.99 or less. Picture it, your home, fully furnished in your style, with living rooms, bedrooms, and dining rooms, each for $9.99 or less. So many stylish options, each $9.99 or less. And it gets even better. Finance for as low as $20 or less per month, interest-free for 50 months. Plus, get free doorway delivery, now at Rooms to Go.
For nearly 3 centuries, Catholic schools have provided the best in education for children. They instill self-confidence within the framework of Catholic morals and values. Catapult Learning, the leading provider of educational programs nationwide, provides
I need to get back to that cave somehow.
Catholic schools. Small groups of students receive individual instruction from certified teachers and assistants during school, after school, and in the summer. Catapult Learning, joining Catholic schools in providing an education of value.
When you first heard the words lung cancer or mesothelioma, your world stopped. The fear, the uncertainty. If you worked in an industrial factory, you may have been exposed to asbestos, and you may qualify for cash compensation. At KRW Lawyers, we understand what you're going through because we've walked this path with workers just like you. You didn't choose this disease, but you can choose who stands by your side. KRW Lawyers, 855-579-5299.
If you were on an airplane, would you try to fly it yourself? No way. But what if I told you that nearly half the people injured in car accidents don't call a lawyer?
After a car crash, don't do it yourself. What I can promise I will do is give you a calm, detailed forecast, but we're going to prepare you for whatever is coming.
The Pelicans still sit at the bottom of the Western Conference, but they've won 2 straight games. The most recent win came Sunday in San Antonio. The Spurs hold the second best record in the West. The Pels playing better ball and are healthy, but they still need to improve this roster for the future. It's why their name is swirling in trade rumors with 10 days left until the NBA trade deadline. And a possible target could be for this 2-time All-Star guard, Ja Morant. Morant was picked second behind Zion Williamson in the 2019 draft. And some of the rumored talks out there have the Pelicans, quote, aggressively trying to team up with 2 South Carolina natives. Now, a prominent NBA insider reported this afternoon that no talks have occurred between the 2 teams. Welcome to the trade rumor season. We'll see what potential moves Executive VP Joe Dumars pulls the trigger on over the next week and a half. Kim Mulkey and the 6th-ranked Tigers return to the PMAC tonight for the first home game in 15 days. LSU hosts Florida at 6 o'clock. And the game moved up an hour because of the cold weather rolling through the Baton Rouge area overnight. LSU has won 4 straight games. Kim Mulkey's crew figuring it out in the middle of SEC play. And that's what we get sports. We'll be right back.
Justin Chopin, the Chopin Law Firm. You've heard me say many times now that I believe that there's a right way to practice law. But what does that mean? It means that we start preparing your case on day 1. It means doing the hard work, taking the depositions, filing the right motions, and never backing down. Insurance companies only settle cases when they're really worth when they're backed into a corner, but you have to do the hard work to get there. If you've been seriously injured, scan the QR code or call the Chopin Law Firm at 500-8000.
Life is much better. I couldn't breathe. It's simple.
I believe I lost this cave.
It's so much better.
I'm Dr. Anand of G&O Snoring and Sinus. If you suffer from any snoring or sinus issues, we're here to help.
At Coolview, we're proud to be the name you have trusted since 1945. So join us now and celebrate with our Mardi Gras sale. Save 25% on quality products, from patios and spring rooms to windows and shutters, like Colonials, Bahamas, and more. So with 25% off, you save great during our Mardi Gras sale. Only at Coolview, New Orleans' oldest and most trusted. Coolview, a name you can trust.
It's cool, man.
Where does confidence come from? It's not from within. It must be pursued. Confidence is not a mindset. It's an achievement. In the GMC Sierra HD AT4X. Get 3.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra heavy-duty models. See your local GMC dealer.
At the Womack Law Firm, we work together as a team.
And like any team, we fight to win.
We'll stand up to the big insurance companies.
And fight for the life-changing money that you deserve.
If you're injured, put Team Womack to work for you. CBS Sunday, February 1st.
Music is love.
Live, unfiltered, unexpected. Bigger than ever. Bigger stars, bigger performances. Music's biggest night is getting bigger. The Grammy Awards live.
Anything is possible.
CBS Sunday, February 1st, and streaming on Paramount Plus. Continue with us on WWL Plus. Now open your TV and watch for free.
It happened right here at the corner of Reed and Morrison. Our client was making a living and got slammed into.
Where?
She called us and we got her $250,000. You know what to do. One call, that's all.
Good to be with you. I'm Tony Nicole. The breaking news right now. Deadly winter storm. At least 19 people killed, hundreds of thousands without power after a record-setting weekend of heavy snow and ice. Rob Marciano has the new warnings tonight about dangerous cold and if another storm is on the way. Also breaking tonight, Border Patrol Commander Gregory Rufino will leave his duties in Minneapolis after a second deadly shooting by a federal agent on Saturday. Matt Gutman is on the ground in Minneapolis. Ed O'Keefe on what the president is now saying.
Yo.
And scientists unveil a
Yo.
What the hell? Voodoo Hunter.
thing from the
Yeah.
Addams family. Can it find your
Come check.
Voodoo Hunter.
during the storm that has the police department saying sorry?
I just lost a lot of stuff in a cave.
CBS News headquarters in New York. This is the CBS Evening News with Tony Nicole.
And it's great to be with you on a very busy Monday night. The death toll rising in the aftermath of that massive winter storm over the weekend. And there are also new concerns tonight about dangerous temperatures that have more than 180 million Americans under alert. Much of the country, meanwhile, digging out after record-setting snow, nearly 2 feet, burying parts of the north. And to the south, destructive ice is the problem. Hundreds of thousands are still without power. And nationwide, airlines are working to get back on schedule after thousands of delays and cancellations as another storm beckons. We'll have a full forecast in just a moment, plus more on the travel situation. But we begin with Tom Hansen in hard-hit Boston. Tom, good evening to you.
Hey there, Johnny. Good evening to you. Well, the snow is still coming down, but the worst is reportedly over for now. So far, we've received about 19 inches, but with temperatures hovering around 18 degrees and a wind chill that makes it feel like it's about 6 degrees, this snow is not...
Creeper just came out of nowhere and killed me.
We've been seeing around the city are here to stay. The work week opened up with a winter wallop. Riding snow followed by a blast of below freezing temperatures is responsible for at least 19 deaths across the country. More snow is in the forecast for parts of New England tonight, where some communities have already seen nearly 2 feet. At Boston Common, we found the snow pile shoulder high and the people working to clear a path through it.
I got Voodoo Hunter on the line.
I don't get a coat on because it's
I got Voodoo Hunter on the line.
trying to shovel all the snow. The word
He's
is
gonna get
keeping
you.
warm. The word is keeping
Voodoo Hunter.
Voodoo Hunter's here?
Yeah, he's on the line.
Past large ice floes covering the Hudson
He's gonna
River,
get you.
while further north,
Well, that's a good. It's good that I don't practice any voodoo because.
Boston's top 10 biggest snow days ever. Cold weather advisories and extreme cold warnings are also in effect tonight from North Dakota to Florida.
Voodoo Hunter say he don't care.
Tennessee.
Here in Tennessee, 250,000 people are still enduring frigid temperatures without power. More than
Oh Lord, I'm stuck.
throughout the South, power lines and tree limbs are caked in heavy ice.
I'm stuck and no pickaxe.
Because of damage from the ice storm.
You guys wanna play
Several people who've been trapped in their homes for days,
Yeah, we'll play
unable to
Minecraft.
navigate
You can join us if you want. We're on a realm in Bedrock.
It's 45 degrees.
Oh,
What are you guys
I
doing
don't
to
know.
try to stay warm and safe at this point?
It's
Where can you get Voodoo
Lots of
Hunter on?
blankets.
Let's go.
We have it
it's
surrounded
bedrock.
and a candle underneath it to try to slightly
Voodoo
stay
Hunter
warm.
returns.
That's pretty much all we have. So
Around 6 inches of snow fell in parts of Tennessee, but it's the extreme cold that's causing real problems. Nashville's mayor is calling for patience as crews work to get the power back on.
We are seeing trees continue to fall, even as crews are getting power restored. Limbs and trees are falling on lines again.
What?
Places, not getting power back out after it's been restored.
Tonight we'll have a wind chill of negative 11 degrees. This article
It's in
is
the
also
pin
causing
in
problems
Minecraft.
at many airports. Chris Van
If you want to join.
is at Reagan National.
Still plenty of cancellations and most flights are delayed, but planes are moving again. This storm has canceled.
I'm just going to start again by chopping trees.
Into a deadly crash in Maine. Launching radio transmissions during the height of the storm Sunday night. A business jet linked to a Houston law firm crashed during takeoff from Bangor, Maine. Local police say all 6 on board died. The plane came to rest upside down and could be seen smoking after the crash.
The TSB has notified us that they expect to have a team of investigators on site later this afternoon or evening.
Airports from Dallas to Boston have been working around the clock clearing out snow and ice to try to get people and planes moving again. At Washington's Reagan National Sunday, every flight was canceled. Celia Meckling has been in the terminal since Saturday.
We're just hoping to see if we can rebook as fast as possible because we are calling airlines and no one was picking up.
But now you're stuck here.
Now we're stuck here for 2 days, so.
Sad to report she's still stuck in the terminal hoping to get on a long-delayed flight late tonight. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says the FAA doesn't expect things to get back to more or less normal until maybe Wednesday. Tony, long time. Chris, thank you.
The nearest desert and Badlands is mine.
What's ahead? All right, Rob, what are you looking at?
You heard the man.
Tony, we're looking at one
Or his.
This wasn't such a strong storm, but it was a big one with deep moisture in that cold air. And it's still, as you saw, snowy in parts of Boston. The storm itself is off because of the rain.
Yeah, I claimed both biomes.
And some of these snow totals are pretty remarkable. We'll start you off with the top 5 the big cities across the Northeast from Boston and D.C. First time in 10 years, they've all seen over 6 inches of snow in Boston for the clear winter. Likely to see 20 by the time this is done.
Yeah.
They're in the Catskills, 30 inches. Dayton at the 24-hour record.
Yeah.
Indy, Oklahoma City, that's the most you've seen in 10 years. All right, now we're in the cold. Nicole mentioned this, and it's all the way down to the
I'm going to turn it into post-Iraqi Civil War Iraq. So just war ruins everywhere. And black flags everywhere.
We'll talk more about that in the coming days. Tony?
All right, Rob, thank you very much. To Minnesota now, where on Saturday, for the second time in less than a month, an American citizen was shot to death by a federal immigration agent. And the breaking news tonight, CBS News has learned the commander of the federal immigration crackdown there in Minneapolis, Greg Lavina, will be relieved of his duties as President Trump announces that border czar Tom Homan will be coming in amid a change in rhetoric as well from the White House. Let's get to Chief Correspondent Matt Gutman, who's on the ground in Minneapolis for us. Matt, good evening.
Tony, good evening. Greg Lavina has been a very public face of immigration operations across the country, especially visible here in Minneapolis. Even in conversations with protesters, we're told he'll be sent back to his base in El Centro, California. That is, President Trump said he spoke with Minnesota Governor Tim Walz about a very good conversation of diffusing tensions here.
You can make custom skins still.
For weeks, the public face of federal immigration operations here
It's let me see, dressing room, and then to the left you can create character.
That surprise move of the president's conversation with Minnesota's Governor Tim Walz today followed intense scenes overnight, and it comes a day after that deadly shooting of 37-year-old Alex Preddy. Multiple videos posted on social media captured various angles of the confrontation that led to Preddy's death Saturday morning. CBS News has slowed down portions of that footage for this analysis. Around 9 a.m., about 2 minutes before the shooting, Alex Preddy's
perfect area. A mostly flat mountain.
in the city, like thousands of others here in Minneapolis. Preddy, seen wearing that ball cap, holding a cell phone, is pushed back. A minute later, he's standing in the street, waving a car through. An agent approaches another apparent observer that shoves her toward the sidewalk. Another agent pushes Preddy, then a second woman walks over, and the agent pushes her to the ground and sprays him with a chemical irritant. Freddie, the first woman, tried to help the woman who was knocked down, and as 7 agents join, they try to take Freddie down to detain him. At this moment, an agent in a gray coat appears to remove Freddie's gun from his waistband and runs away from the scrum. A second later, with Freddie's gun now in the hands of that agent, the shooting starts. The agents fire as they pull back from their target. Freddie was an intensive care nurse at the Veterans Affairs Hospital in the city. We spoke with Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara. Is there a concern that a genie has been let out of a bottle and that it'll be very hard to put it back in terms of mass protests across the city and the possibility of additional violence?
That's been my fear the entire time. I'm just concerned that the pressure is just going to keep building and building and building, and at some point it's just going to be too much. People are losing faith that the federal government can be capable of enforcing federal law and doing it professionally and without widespread constitutional violations. They're creating a culture in these agencies that's not good, and it's going to take years to undo.
And we're told that the agents involved in the shooting here are still on duty, but have been reassigned elsewhere, quote, for their own protection. That, as officials here say, they don't know whether these latest moves are enough to change the dynamic here on the ground, Tony.
All right, Matt, thank you very much. In addition to speaking to Governor Walz today, President Trump also spoke with Mayor Jacob Fry. Ed O'Keefe is at the White House.
President Trump's calls with Minnesota's governor and the Minneapolis mayor came as the White House today sought to quell bipartisan outrage over the weekend shooting. Administration officials in the hours after the shooting had accused Alex Preddy of terrorism and attempted murder before any investigation had begun.
This individual who came with weapons and ammunition to stop a law enforcement operation of federal law enforcement officers committed an act of domestic terrorism.
Trump aide Stephen Miller called Preddy a would-be assassin. In the White House today,
No, you gotta get the 69 skin. It's only like $300.
Characterize Mr. Preddy in that way. However, I have heard the president say
You don't like that one?
the facts in the investigation lead itself.
One U.S. official told CBS News that making claims before any facts were established was a terrible miscalculation. Congressional Republicans
I'm thinking, build this thing like 50 by 50.
this message from the White House.
Yeah, that's good.
Escalating the rhetoric doesn't help, and it actually loses credibility. And so
If I join it, there's gonna be a huge penis on my screen.
Senate Democrats are now also bound to oppose
By the way, this is live.
Okay, I gotta go run real quick.
as a result of the shooting.
Yeah, watch out, he's a pig streamer.
Obey the law if they stop harassing.
You can say penis.
That's the part.
I don't know with YouTube restrictions.
Oh.
This stuff is pretty
One
off.
other political note, a Republican candidate for Minnesota governor today announced he's ending his bid because he can't support national Republicans and their, quote, retribution on the citizens of Minnesota.
Someone sleep. Someone sleep.
Final note about this past
Okay.
week and what's been unfolding
Let's
in
see.
Minnesota. Federal law enforcement officers shot 2 American citizens dead.
Everyone
on the
but
streets of an American
Clunky
city.
Monkey
And
is like
so often the
1,000
case with
blocks like
deaths
north.
were captured on camera.
What
I'm like
is you?
I'm like 1,000 blocks south.
But we saw them. And what we saw
Oh,
did
Yeah, they
not
added like
match what the government said to
spears
us.
now.
At first, the
They
Trump
just added that.
administration described Alex Preddy as a domestic terrorist. Kristi Noem said Preddy was brandishing his gun and attacked law enforcement.
Everything should be dead.
Pavino said Preddy was out to massacre law enforcement. But something seemed to break in the past.
Hey, bro, so what
24 hours.
happened to you? Like,
Late Sunday,
obviously-
President Trump declined to say whether the ICE
killed it.
officer who shot Preddy had
I don't
acted
think I'm gonna do
appropriately.
Gmod anymore.
Instead, the White House is now promising an investigation of the facts and a new face of the operation. Orders are
But I don't mind playing, but single player is just not it.
In other news and overseas tonight, an American aircraft carrier and 3 destroyers have arrived in the Middle East to show force
What do you
after
not
President
mind
Trump
playing?
warned Iran.
Like, I don't mind playing Minecraft, but single player is just not it.
The internet in Iran is still largely
Yeah, bro,
down, but
it
it was
get boring.
Obama reports that when it does connect, you can see the results of the regime's brutality.
Witness accounts and videos tell a grim story
Of 50?
consistent right across
No, this needs to be 14, 13.
In Tehran, you can hear the gunfire echoing as protesters gather.
Daikon
Who joined the
Monkey.
premises?
Daikon Monkey.
I wonder.
500 miles to the east in the city of Mashhad,
You haven't met Voodoo Hunter. Just be careful, okay?
this is the morgue in Karamabad.
So he's a wild card. He's a wild card.
Just as we
Yeah,
saw in the
I bite
capital,
that.
where refrigerator trucks had to store.
He a creepy guy.
So how many people were killed? The regime admits just over 3,000, but international teams combing through the evidence and cross-checking with medical records believe it's far higher. For example,
Yeah, you don't need to do it like with shields and a map.
estimates as many as 25,000.
I
Meanwhile, the
try
aircraft
to
carrier
press an F and
USS
didn't
Lincoln
work.
has just arrived in the Indian
Yeah.
Ocean on its way
You gotta
to
do it manually.
The administration hasn't said it plans to attack Iran, but the regime is clearly rattled and said today the presence of American ships in the region make them accessible targets. Tony?
Liz, thank you very much. The body of the last Israeli hostage held in Gaza finally returned home today. The remains of a 24-year-old police officer who was taken while responding to the October 7th attack was recovered from a cemetery in northern Gaza.
I wonder.
The return now of all 251 Israeli hostages, dead and alive, clears the way for the next phase of the ceasefire agreement, which includes the reconstruction of Gaza. Still ahead of the CBS Evening News, doctors come out with their own list of recommended vaccines for children, and it conflicts with the CDC's What You Know. What you need to know to figure it out next.
Opening day, just like we used to. I love being out here with Sam again, especially at the big game. It's why I wanted more for my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active. The difference I can feel, and he can see.
Camzyos is proven to reduce obstruction in the heart 4 times more. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, and with certain illnesses. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through our support program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about
Yo!
planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harder on your baby. Camzyos, first and last to treat symptomatic OHCM.
That's Clunky Monkey.
This thing will be a massive pyramid.
That's fire, bro.
This is just the base right now. It's 50 by 50.
What's the division? I didn't make my own base. Oh, I need food. So hungry.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Got food,
I got 1 pork chop. That's all the food I got.
Would anyone like pizza bites after an order of pizza? Little Caesars.
What is the food?
And I actually need food myself.
Supper's ready. The American Academy of Pediatrics released its
If you order a Little Caesars pizza, you can get free pizza bites.
that differ significantly from the reduced
Can you order
vaccine
me that?
schedule that was released earlier this
No,
month
you
by
order.
the CDC. So, as you might
No, you
expect, there's some
No,
confusion. Here to help parents decide is Dr. Amanda Kravitz. She's a pediatrician at
I don't like it.
in New York City. Dr.
I
Thank
don't
you very much
feel
for
like
being here. I count myself among the confused. How does the
Make
new
fun to do
guidance
it.
differ from the old guidance?
What can you order me food?
No.
Pediatricians for families for sure. A few weeks ago, the CDC came out with these new guidelines with the
I need to bring this in a little bit.
for children and a stratification
Did you
system
guys know
of
they added a new
vaccines that are
feature where you can
recommended
order
for children
food?
that are at high risk, hepatitis A, hepatitis B, and then vaccines that are no longer
That's a thing.
recommended for food
Yeah,
and
bro.
COVID. The AAP differs in that they are still recommending all of the
On the
vaccines
Xbox,
that we've been
order
recommending for
Pizza
many
Hut.
years. So there are no changes
Then
to the
deliver
old
it
vaccine
right to
schedule
your
based on what the
place.
AAP
is currently recommending.
So it's not really about an old list or a new list, it's about what
40.
the CDC says versus what you all say.
I gotta
What's
try
a
that
parent
out.
supposed to do? Both acronyms sound impressive to a parent.
Absolutely, and both are impressive. It's important that you partner with your pediatrician. We are here to help you. We want to try to remove some of that confusion from families. So we want you to bring your questions to us. We as pediatricians are going
Give
to
me your
work
credit
today
card and
with
I'll get you some.
recommendations, but we also want to have open lines of communication with our families.
Will insurance pay for a vaccine that is on your list or the AAP list, but not the CDC?
Yes, as of now, our understanding is that all vaccines will still be covered.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So insurance should cover every vaccine as long as parents want them.
Dr. Kravitz, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Still ahead, scientists are excited about a new high-tech helping hand. Everyone else thinks of Thing from the Addams Family. We'll explain.
Allergies got you trying every trick? Grab Zyrtec for total relief. It works fast and lasts a full 24 hours. What are you waiting for? Don't seize the day with Zyrtec.
Just open your mouth and let food come to you.
That's going in out of context.
For certain previously treated adults whose kidney cancer has spread, a chance to live longer, a treatment that's faster.
Credit card and address, please.
30 minutes. Opdivo Qvantig lets you receive treatment quickly, as little as 3 minutes. Opdivo Qvantig can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during active treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome. Immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems. If you had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or receive chest radiation, Opdivo Qvantig can harm your unborn baby. Chance to live longer. A treatment that's faster. About Opdivo Qvantig. See OpdivoQvantig.com for more information. With Chewy Pharmacy, save 20% and make every pet a healthy pet. Get quality meds to help with anything: fleas, allergies, or recoveries, delivered fast. For great prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy Pharmacy.
Entyvio is the only gut-focused treatment for moderate to severe Crohn's and UC. Gut-focused Entyvio works right where you need it to block inflammation in your gut. With a legacy of more than 10 years, Entyvio offers the experience you need, lasting relief and steroid-free remission. And some people experience rapid symptom relief. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. Although unlikely, PML, a rare brain infection that can result in death, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, or are prone to infections. Other problems can occur. With Entyvio, you may be able to pay as little as $0 per dose. Ask your doctor if Entyvio, including the Entyvio pen, is right for you. Gut focus, Entyvio.
What I can promise I will do.
Oh, going the wrong way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, because I thought the other white was me.
Yeah.
Okay, my pyramid plan is set out.
It's called AAA. Grown-up perks, zero grown-up stress. Insurance and roadside assistance. It's cool.
They're gonna have a defensive mechanism for the pyramid.
I mean, it will be a redstone pyramid, so probably.
Two quick tech stories now. Starting with a warning from Pope Leo
Is there a sacrificial table?
artificial intelligence.
Yes, as it's like an ancient ziggurat.
Said it can be hard to tell whether you're interacting with a person or a bot these days online, and he warned against quote.
It's also where politician Monkey will do his business.
Architects of our emotions. And scientists have unveiled a crawling robot hand reminiscent of Thing from the Addams Family. It's capable of single-handedly, pun intended, picking up objects and even unscrewing a bottle cap.
I need to go back to the savannah to get my bed.
It's not designed to scare people, researchers assure us, but to help them get things out of tight spaces, I guess, like when the remote falls behind the couch. Up next, in the middle of a very serious winter storm, the police department that didn't take itself too seriously at all. We'll explain.
The doors open.
This portion of the CBS Evening News is sponsored by Cobenfy. Learn more at cobenfy.com.
With schizophrenia, it can feel like your symptoms decide what you do and who you can be. If you have symptoms, be bold and ask your healthcare provider about Cobenfy. A twice daily pill for schizophrenia. Cobenfy is created.
What I'm trying to do with this one is improve on the last one I built.
Symptoms overall. Plus, clinical studies, most people saw no substantial weight gain.
I feel like somebody's near me, but they're not.
Have trouble lifting your bladder or stomach, certain liver problems, or untreated narrowing
Who was just eating now?
side effects such as
Oh, you're watching my stream, that's why.
Oh.
bro. Serious allergic reactions, narrow angle glaucoma, increased heart rate,
Yeah,
side
there you
effects
go.
and
That's
those
all.
treated problems may occur. Don't drive or use heavy machinery until you know how Cobenfy affects you. Seek help right away if you have hives, swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue, or throat, hoarseness, difficulty speaking, breathing, or emptying your bladder.
Imagine what could be. Cobenfy.
What I want to make use of is a lot of the new copper blocks.
Every day. Maids who care for you. Every day. Nature Made. The #1 pharmacist recommended by...
And have an army of copper golems.
Oh shit.
Can those things hold items? Can a copper golem hold an item?
I don't play this version. I play the Bedrock version. I mean, Java version.
Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing or swallowing, swelling of the face, lips, tongue, throat, or arms. Common side effects include runny nose, sore throat, common cold symptoms, flu or flu-like symptoms, back pain, high blood sugar, and redness, pain, or bruising at the injection site. Ask about Repatha.
Your bike is officially protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer. You can now safely go wherever the wind takes us.
That's right.
It was one of those books that smelled bad, but in a good way, you know?
This too, did you?
Nope. Even without me, the owner and I aren't on speaking terms. Apparently the refills are limited.
It's not okay. A diagnosis doesn't define you. Even ATTR cardiac amyloidosis. You've come a long way. Your path was never set in stone. So why would life with ATTR-CM define you? You have the power of choice. Truly, it's a whole medicine for adults with ATTR-CM to reduce death in hospitals.
How about I do the cat?
Related to heart problems. Truly, slow the progression of ATTR.
If anyone wants to know, I'll be basing at 48 to 89.
Alright, bro. Copy that.
If you're pregnant, plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding, and about the medications you take. The most common side effects will not, and included diarrhea and abdominal pain. If you have ATTR cardiac amyloidosis, ask your cardiologist.
We're gonna have a party
Time to get busy living.
Temple.
Finally tonight, the good stuff. It was a tough weekend of weather, some serious trouble out there, but we also spotted something not so serious from the Louisville Police Department.
Right now, it's just going to be a lot of sand and sandstone. I'll detail it later. Because I want to use in-stone, some leaves, and like basically a whole lot more blocks.
Thanks for making us look cool, bro, they said. The most
I'll definitely help you
came
when I
overnight
put on myself.
Sunday and read, if you crash tonight doing donuts in a parking lot, that's between you and Jesus. Retire. By today, midday, there was a apology posted about the tone of the account, but the
I definitely could tell I'll need a stone cutter.
They take their jobs incredibly seriously, and so nobody should be confused with the clearly, obviously humorous tone of some
I have a really good
We're fans too. The account even
to get a
posted
stonecutter,
our
you should
series of
sacrifice
requests
Delta
for your review earlier
on your
today, and that
pyramid.
request still stands. Let us know.
Oh, don't do that.
Meantime, to all the first responders
I
and
just
so
almost fell for my
That is amazing content. I'll do it.
that's another day in America for all of us here at CBS News. I'm Senator
But you got
You heard that, guys. If it's amazing content, we'll do it.
Not right now, but I will do it.
Ooh, yes, good. You're seeing my vision here. My vision.
Then I found a way to hack it all. It's called AAA. Grown-up perks, zero grown-up stress.
Who said that?
It's cool. I've got AAA.
You're talking to yourself.
Epic discounts on dining and travel. For AAA, it pays to be
I hate to break it to you,
Yeah.
but you've been in this voice chat alone this whole time.
WWL Louisiana News at 6 starts now.
Right now, we are under an extreme cold front in Louisiana. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm sure you skips it, indicating more the winter storms having a big impact on our state, especially up north. And here are three things that you need to know about it. Tens of thousands of people are without power across Louisiana, most of them up north. Several school districts announced they are reopening tomorrow, and we're not done with those freezing temperatures. Unfortunately, they could have an impact on grades this weekend. We'll have all the details on this moment in just a moment. But first, let's go down to meteorologist JP. How long should we expect that they're going to see?
I'll sacrifice a creeper on here as well, just for fun.
Holy deep, bro. Is that a bird? Well, how do you do the bird?
Whoa, is that a plane?
Is that 2 towers? That happened to be in Manhattan? In a year of 2001?
Alright, pack it up.
Okay. Oh, I got a bird. Oh. I got a freaking bird.
As far as pipe weather are concerned, general rule of thumb is it needs to be 25 degrees or lower for 4 hours or more. Just briefly touch 25, and we only stay there for a few minutes or even an hour. That's not long enough. You need to be in that range for at least 4 hours. And also, whenever we talk about
At least I know my stuff is in unloaded chunks right now.
talking about the rated pipe, we also need running water. And the best rule of thumb for that is run your water on the inside box that is farthest away from your home shut-off. So find where it enters your home and the faucet that is farthest away from that point. That's the way you run it. And again, just that thin little trickle. Good idea to run it in the city. I don't know if it's going to be as bad in the metro areas, but certainly the surrounding areas. And that eventually will not be a concern later in the week. But by the weekend, it's going to be an issue. Once again, we'll talk about how cold those temperatures will get coming up.
Okay, thanks so much, Chris. Temperatures may be dropping, but the
Like last season, I believe I had like one of the largest builds.
Carnival season at least. So Melissa Curtis caught up with two crews about their plans to keep warm.
This thing will be a good bit smaller.
Non-stop the celebration. Crews right here in Slidell and New Orleans saying they will be rolling this weekend. Their plan? Just bundle up.
We're pretty seasoned Mardi Gras veterans, and we're anticipating, and we expect some cold weather.
The forecast isn't stopping the crew of Titans from putting the finishing touches on their float. They're set to roll Friday in Slidell and are keeping a close eye on the temperatures.
We monitor
Somebody died?
probably every other hour.
Cords?
Communication with the National Weather Service, as well as local
I
meteorologists.
just got somebody's root.
It won't stop them from getting on the
Dropped a
route,
bunch
so one
of
of their biggest concerns right now is making sure the weather doesn't make the tire pressure dip. As for the top of the float, riders like
Probably
the police are
recently.
going to wear extra layers.
Probably me.
Hoping
Oh,
their
that was
throwing
you?
arm keeps
Probably.
time to wrap up before the really chilly weather rolls
I
in.
just picked up your stuff, dude.
Won't have
Like if it's just like a bunch of like junk.
Lee Mulligan, captain
I
of
mean, you carried a lot of
He
watermelons.
says they work so hard all
I don't ever remember like picking up a lot of watermelons,
He says while rain
but I did die a lot.
Do We had like
occasionally
50
risk a
watermelons.
parade to cover up.
Some of the sexy
I don't
cows are
remember that.
sexy, but we'll see. Once we get the parade, I think people will be warmed up and the fun will really get rocking and rolling.
So head out to the routes with some extra layers and be ready to catch some good throws. Don't forget to download our WWL Parade tracking app to keep an eye on any possible changes. Inside out, Alyssa Curtis, WWL
That was a
Louisiana.
cool looking one
And
too.
remember, you can keep up with this weekend's parade
Rip.
parade tracker.
Do we need to hold a funeral for the bird? Do we need to hold a funeral for the bird?
As Chris mentioned a little bit earlier, we're going to see
Rest
more
in
freezing
peace.
temperatures
My
this
fucking
weekend. We've
bird.
got a lot of questions about when you should protect your pipes.
Yeah, we always get confused about this. It's not like we do it very often, but Devin Bartolata spoke with a plumbing expert to get some answers.
Rest in peace, parrot. He was a good parrot.
Talk about these
Amazing
freezing
parrot.
temperatures. How
The
cold do you
some may say the bestest of all parrots.
Do I hear Popeyes?
I guess how long does it have to be that
Huh?
cold for it to be an issue?
Popeyes chicken.
Well, I mean, obviously I'm not a
You
meteorologist,
hear
so
Pop.
but what I can say is the last time we dealt with a horrific freeze, it was in the
I think I'm feeling a little hungry on my
at
tongue.
least a day. And that's when the pipes really started bursting bad. But, you know, when it reaches...
I need to get back to my pyramid.
I'll call it minor freezing. Within, you know, a 4 or 5 period of time,
Sacrifice someone.
it's not going to really do that much damage.
Like right about now.
We run new pipes in what they call PEX pipes, and it's pretty durable, and it'll expand and contract up to 1 or 2 times the size of its original diameter. So that helps out a lot. A lot of people listen after the major freeze and got their stuff insulated.
I've been walking for
Construction,
hours. I have
you
not
kind of reminded
found
the whole of
a
asbestos
single life
insulate the
yet.
whole line. So people
Ooh,
are
it's a
listening,
panda.
and people are doing
I do need to get some.
How do I get a? How do I get the panda to like me?
One more night of this
Bamboo.
potentially, so
Okay.
who knows? Maybe
Oh, come on.
Wednesday morning.
And it's a good possibility, but hopefully, you know, like I said, everybody listens and we go on their lives and, you know, we're going from here. Another thing, too, I tell everybody is, and I know this sounds really corny.
Actually, I believe I'm actually closer here.
From time to time, it's not if the sun's up or if the sun's down. It is if the temperature is freezing. If it's freezing,
Yeah, I'm like right next to spawn.
the sun is up and the sun is out, it's still freezing.
Some really good tips there. School districts also deciding whether to reopen tomorrow. Here's a look at which ones are
Do you guys know
definitely
pandas are
reopening.
not
All of these
endangered
school
anymore?
districts that are on your screen right now, they'll have normal school hours, except for Terrebonne Parish schools. They're delaying their start time by 2 hours. Now, Washington Parish schools will have a virtual learning day tomorrow, but they plan to reopen on Wednesday.
We can endanger them in the game.
Important to know how to keep them warm.
have to do that? One mother told our McPherrons that the girls on the daughter's dance team, they look like those warming pain
Oh,
pads.
you eat a lot, don't
That's
you?
from the drugstore to save from watching in my parades.
Yeah, and the local doctor
Now, where am I stuck at?
accessory in particular.
The French Quarter was lacking the usual crowds of people,
There you
and
go.
just about all the Jackson Square
Protect you.
artists decided to stay
Are you my
home.
friend now?
But the workers at Cafe Dumont figured out a way to keep themselves warm so customers could enjoy their warm beignets.
But people just exploded.
There's my stuff.
Sweatpants. Then I have an undershirt, a t-shirt, a long sleeve Cafe Dumont, my button-up shirt, and a sweater.
So it turns out your mom was right. You do need to cover your head if you really want to stay warm in the cold.
Is it gonna fire me?
So fast to her.
I think it's just friendly towards you now.
You're gonna increase your flow as a compensation to the cold.
Give him a lot of
Increase
bamboo.
flow, it's a bigger surface area, so you will lose more.
Bamboo?
No,
So your mother was right.
Now you may have heard over the weekend that the LA Lambs put
Oh, don't die on me,
pepper
buddy.
in their socks to help keep their feet warm. Is that true? Well, the doctor says yes, it can help, but you have to be very, very careful and dilute it. If not, you will get skin irritation. Reporting from the French Quarter, Meg Farris, WWL, Louisiana. I had questions about
But bamboo?
Alright, right now there are tens of thousands of people without power due to this winter storm. All of those outages are impacting the central and northern parts of the state, where residents had to deal with sleet and snow over the weekend. Entergy says they expect to restore most of the power by Wednesday, but the bad news here, thousands of people will be left in the dark tonight when it's expected to get even colder than last night. Governor Landry says utilities are getting extra help to get the power on as fast as possible.
The good news is because the southern part of the state hasn't been affected by power outages, that has allowed those utility companies in the southern part to send resources to the northern part of the state. So we are
And it does sure eat a lot.
those assets.
Can I follow me, bro?
You can always check the weather at any time on our WWL Plus app with live radar right there 24/7 to see if it's going to rain. Just download it on your TV.
You better got a lot of bamboo on you now.
You can also check the forecast while you're on the go with our WWL smartphone app. That is also free, and that is in your phone's app store.
When the temperatures drop, the number of flu and COVID cases usually goes up.
Yeah, coming up, we're showing you how scientists are using the waste that we flush down the toilet to help fight against viruses.
We're going to be dealing with round 1 of this Arctic air for the next couple of days, but round 2 this weekend.
You're gonna see a lot of die-to-fall damage. It's the quickest way to get down.
One of the biggest ways that I've been able to make an impact
Yeah,
in Louisiana is by
I don't even have enough iron for a bucket.
Jack Street, St. Tammany Sheriff, and through down the road. People have had solutions given to them because we did those stories.
Oh, it's following me.
Absolutely love the
Oh, is that another one?
Every
No, that's
story
not.
that I tell is about
Is this the
that.
same pet?
My name is Katie Moore. I love Louisiana, and I fight for it.
You like me so? Oh, yeah, it's following
Do
me.
you know where that truck is from?
I'll be damned.
Another country? Possibly. That can really complicate your injury claim. Because while you're trying to heal, that truck and even its company can close you out
Eat up, fatty.
leaving you lost in the dark.
We're down into Bossier. You're on the scene, big truck team. We work to track down ghost truck companies.
And hold them responsible.
We are on the scene, big truck team.
The hell are you going, bro?
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get a total value of over $8,000 on the Sierra 1500 model, plus get 3,500 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Oh, there's yellow chickens?
At Auctioner, we're here to get you and keep you moving. Connecting you to the highest levels of specialized care and nationally renowned expertise. Providing the most advanced equipment and modern facilities, including the longest orthopedic clinics, covering you from the field to fast forward. Auctioner Anderson Institute. All.
I'm Justin Chopin, the Chopin Law Firm. You've heard me say many times now that I believe that there's a right way to practice law. But what does that mean? It means that we start preparing your case on day one. It means doing the hard work, taking the depositions, filing the right motions, and never backing down. Insurance companies only settle cases for what they're really worth when they're backed into a corner, but you have to do the hard work to get there. If you've been seriously injured, scan the QR code or call the Chopin Law Firm at 500-8000.
Another period.
Weather is sponsored by Chopin Law Firm. Serious injuries need trial.
That's like a red and blue one.
Okay, so I know this is going to sound weird before I even say it, so that's your warning. But what we flush down our drains and our toilets is becoming one of the most powerful public health tools.
Okay, from COVID to the flu, scientists are tracking what is circulating in our community by testing the water system that we all contribute to.
Get out!
Your imagination there. Mike McDaniel has more.
Our wastewater may not be something most of us want to think about, but for researchers, it's a powerful window into community health.
It's an amazing tool that allows us to look at a wide variety of health threats in the wastewater system.
Amanda Bidwell is the scientific program manager for Wastewater Scan at Stanford University. That program samples sewage in 40 states, tracking what viruses are circulating, often before we ever go to the doctor.
When we started in 2020, it was all about COVID. That was really what we were looking at to see, can we pick up on COVID in wastewater?
Turns out they could, and a lot more. The program now tests for more than a dozen pathogens, including COVID, the flu, RSV, norovirus, and even
diesels. In New Orleans, both the East Bank and West Bank wastewater treatment plants send in 3 samples a week.
Say a plant sends them in on Monday, by Wednesday we're going to have results. So it's as close to real time as you can get.
Right now, testing shows COVID-19 levels in medium range, while other seasonal viruses like influenza A, RSV, and norovirus remain high. Trends are
Oh wait, I see something.
This is what we expect this time of year. Everybody kind of knows the winter months is sick season.
You're close, or not? You're closer than before.
For public health leaders, that information is critical.
I can see you on the map.
Testing, we don't really know about the current trend of several infectious diseases in the community. Jiang Ong with Tulane University says wastewater data proved especially valuable during the pandemic. This really allowed, the health department to become more proactive in
Oh, where'd it go?
infectious disease outbreaks in the community.
Oh, yeah, I got one. Yeah, I got another one. Yeah.
It acts as a weather map for the public to kind of make informed health decisions as they move through their day. And if you want to see an interactive map, we've got a link to wastewater scan with the story on our website, www.tv.com. Now, while it was cold here in southeast Louisiana over the weekend, people in northern parts of the state had to deal with this. A massive winter storm dropped snow on the city of Monroe Saturday. Now, wow, this is how it looks on the roads in Monroe right now.
It's fun watching everything burn from up here.
Still hanging around. You can even see an icicle covering the west side of this traffic
Look,
what's your coordinates?
80, 105, 254.
How's that sound?
Okay.
For like, 1 second.
That'll do it.
Actually, I can look at this one. 74, negative 1,114. You were far.
I'm like right at spawn.
Where's your house?
Yes, that's our house, like near our house.
Under sunny skies, barely get out of the 30s. There's wide swaths of snow clearly visible on visible satellite from Texas, really Mexico, all the way up to England. And that entire swath, for the most part, all well below freezing. So that ice and snow not going anywhere. The temperatures start to rebound, thankfully.
I found like mansion.
Yeah, we're near there.
We all got above freezing, so no longer an issue. Now though, we're already dropping to freezing or below freezing. 26 is our current temperature in Macomb. It will continue to fall overnight tonight. We're going to start off the day tomorrow in the teens and 20s. So a colder morning and pipe weather will be an issue for both sides of the lake. We are still very much kind of a question mark in the metro area and down toward the coast, but certainly the river boundaries and definitely across the North Shore pipes will need to be protected in those areas. Really, even as temperatures start getting out of that hard freeze range, and we do start to see afternoons into the 50s, we'll remain pretty chilly all this week. And really, the only morning that we won't have any freezes is Friday morning. We'll have a few more freeze-free mornings on the South Shore, but north of the lake, we'll see the only day above freezing Friday. Not afternoon, we're getting above freezing. And then we will likely turn colder this weekend. And the reason for that is watching this Arctic air
The heck?
as this pushes south. It obviously moderates a little bit, but it settles right over the Tennessee Valley. And with that cold of an air mass, our temperatures will come down even more.
No.
Ready to go. We'll see.
Go to base before you get off.
Or start a base.
So definitely low 30s to 20s Saturday night and windy. Saturday morning we're going to be in the teens and 20s. The one positive for this weekend is that we will not need
If any of y'all are like near spawn, you'll see a big stand-up box.
North winds all day today. We're under clear skies right now, and with lighter winds overnight tonight, that is why our temperatures are going to get
It might be easier if I put the front facing spawn.
Still pretty chilly. I dropped our temperature Saturday morning, low 20. Some spots north shore could already be in the teens Saturday morning. And Saturday afternoon, we may just barely get above freezing under sunny skies.
Dang, bro.
Teens at low 20 Sunday morning and a high of only 40 degrees. So this weekend, any parading is going to be a cold one, especially Saturday night. And then as we head into Monday, we continue with the very cold temperatures.
Ooh, bundle up. I mean, at least it feels like the season that it is. Right, so there's that.
Should've
We're
done.
excited to announce today, though, that we launched a brand new newscast. Join WWL Louisiana anchor Devin Bartolotta at 4 o'clock right here on Channel 4 and on WWL Plus. You'll get the top stories, breaking weather, and exclusive interviews that go beyond the headlines with the people shaping Southeast Louisiana. Again, that's at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on WWL and WWL Plus.
The Saints look to hit again on their next rookie class, and the coaches will get a really good look at some of that college talent this week. We've got more on that coming up next in sports.
Hey, can you put the coordinates in chat?
New season
In the mic,
with
yeah.
new voice inside edition.
Such a dope.
Weeknights at 6:30 on WWL. Need fast delivery and premium setup? Shop Rooms to Go Kids with kid-approved bunk and loft beds on sale, starting at just $5.99. Cool colors, great quality, all for less. Shop and save only at Rooms to Go Kids.
The custom upholstery sale is going on now at Door.
Get up to 40% off. Let's deal style, selection, and value, all at up to 40% off.
Customizing your space starts
Oh,
right
Speaker of
here
the
at
Devil.
Covington and New Orleans.
Peter Pan here. You know, I thought growing up would be the worst. Bills, responsibility, pants. But then I found a way to hack it all. It's called AAA. Grown-up perks, zero grown-up stress. Insurance and roadside assistance. Yep. It's cool. I've got AAA. And don't forget, epic discounts on dining and travel. With AAA, it pays to be a member.
I'm almost out of sand.
Injuries from a car wreck can be life-changing.
When I was injured in a car wreck, I put the Womack on them, and they got me $2,250,000.
Let our family fight for your family and for the life-changing money that you deserve.
Right now at Rooms to Go, shop these 3 great dining sets, each just $9.99. From classic to coastal. Counter height too. Find different looks for just $9.99 or $20 a month interest-free. Shop and save only at Rooms to Go.
The Saints struck gold with their recent rookie class, and the majority of those players took part in the Senior Bowl. The Saints are sure to go back to that well, and they'll be heading to Mobile this week to see the newest collection of college talent. And the team will get a first-hand view of those players. 7 Saints staff members were named to the American team coaching staff. Running backs coach Joel Thomas serves as the head coach. Quarterbacks coach Scott Tolzien is the offensive coordinator. Linebackers coach Pete Sermon is the defensive coordinator. I'll be at their first Senior Bowl practice there in Mobile on Tuesday. Another Saints assistant is currently coaching at a college all-star game. Defensive passing game coordinator Terry Joseph is working as a defensive coordinator in the East-West Shrine Bowl game. The Shaw grad spoke highly of the Louisiana talent participating at all of these collegiate all-star games.
This is good. They have a lot of great players there. I think the biggest thing about Louisiana players is they're hungry. A lot of those schools don't have the resources that a lot of other high schools have in different states. So those guys, when you do get to places like LSU, where they have the resources, they're going to continue to grow and get better. And you're going to see them reach another level because there's still so much room to grow based on how they were brought up. But they're coming, they're going to be tough, they're going to be hard nosed, they're going to play, they're going to be effective.
These biggest West Shrine Bowl game kicks off in Frisco, Texas tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. And a few minutes ago, the NBA just announced that both Derek Queen and Jeremiah
Shout out
Jones
to a
will
real one.
participate in the NBA
R.I.P.
Rising Stars Challenge during All-Star Weekend. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back.
Tomorrow morning on the WL Louisiana Morning News.
We've got the very latest on that winter weather that's bringing some frigid temperatures throughout southeastern Louisiana. Guys, it's going to be a cold...
I'm serious with that about terraforming the area facing spawn.
Dude, that's playing anything else on Minecraft.
Just Minecraft at the moment.
Segment this time, he's showing us how to make Mardi Gras masks.
I'll let you know though.
Just right here on the WWL Louisiana Morning News beginning Tuesday morning, live at 5.
We're recognizing local teachers for their hard work and receive a surprise from the honor room and Summer Award. Radio Louisiana, I'm Johnny, and 5 next Tuesday. Brought to you by
Blowing out candles was easier before the coughing, wheezing, and chest pains that came with years of asbestos exposure. Thousands of workers were exposed. Many developed lung and other cancers, including mesothelioma. If you worked with asbestos before 1980, may qualify for cash compensation and no out-of-pocket cost. This isn't a lawsuit against the company you worked for. Over $30 billion is available. Call KRW Workers 855-579-5299. 855-579-5299.
Doctors said DePaul Community
Alright guys,
Health
I'm
Centers
just on
offer
my
some of the
Minecraft
best
gameplay there.
healthcare in our area. Make an appointment online or by phone with this
A real pro gamer move.
Providers at DePaul Community Health Centers offer some of the best healthcare in our area. Make
Gotta
an
walk
appointment
all the way
online
back
or by phone with this excellent and caring provider
Wait,
today.
can you guys teleport me?
How do I have admin commands?
Ever since I was 5 years old, it's been all about football. It's been
Maybe I'll escort you or something.
jumping, blocking, tackling. I had terrible foot issues that prevented me from really
Like
having a
Snow
normal life
White
with my
and
kids.
the Beast.
It's a good
Yeah, man.
I'm always ready. My kids
Alright, where are you? Oh, let's let me go to sleep first.
backpedaling, teaching them some things. Being a dad.
Try them for yourself with a free art support fitting and test block at the Good Feed store.
Save big on comfortable poultry.
Okay, I know I'm a creeper, but why do I be attracted to creepers? Oh, that's another one too! Yo, they're surrounding me. Oh my god.
Covington and New Orleans.
Yo, why did the monsters jump in this one?
Yeah, there's a lot. Alright, let me get my map out. Alright, I'll come towards you. I'll find you.
Yeah. Bro, I know I'm a creeper, but I'm not your friend.
Hey, yo.
The winter weather is here to stay, but could that mean we'll see less of those delicious mud bugs at your near seafood store? Coming out tonight at 10, we're talking about the cold weather's impact on the crawfish industry.
I don't say that. So we're going to stay cold all this week. Temperatures tomorrow morning likely
I was gonna fuck the creeper or something.
Maybe.
much wind though. We'll be in the teens and 20s, a high of 46, so we'll be a little milder in the afternoon, but still pretty chilly. 50s for highs Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but temperatures coming down even more so for this weekend.
I'm coming.
All right. Well,
I'm out of sand.
now taking on another new role, Carnival royalty. The Grove Endymion announced at their coronation ball Saturday night and on social media, Lane Kiffin will be the co-grand marshal of this year's Endymion parade. Kiffin will lead the parade alongside their other grand marshal, Carnival historian Arthur Hardy. And Endymion, of course, rolls on Valentine's Day this year.
I don't even have cobblestone.
All right, well, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. I don't know, do we both have any weird comments on that?
No. I'm just supposed to be like an engineer. But from the Dino Park last season. Do I have any call? Yes, I do.
At 6:30 at our WWL Plus
There's a creeper.
Continue with us on WWL Plus.
It's okay, I got it.
TV and watch for free.
If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma,
Call.
you may be worried about having to file a lawsuit. But the truth is, in many cases,
I think they blew up some years ago.
asbestos companies will require
If it's just terracotta, it's fine.
and people with mesothelioma can qualify for significant compensation
I
without
got you,
ever
bro.
going to court. This
I hope
compensation
so.
can help pay for treatment, travel and living expenses, and provide support for your family in the future. Learn how it works at understandingmeso.com or call us today at 877-360-MESO.
Skies finish us.
Snow shoveling warnings.
What you need to know before you
Because I'll have to do a lot of terraforming around this.
Across the USA.
Oh my god, this is what we're waking up to.
Can you believe this is Times Square?
The epic snow day for millions
Oh
of
my
Americans.
Battle at the Hilton, where the ice agents were believed to be
I'm coming.
The Machine barricades. And the mystery witness.
Get ready for
Pink
Freddy.
Coat Lady comes forward. What she says she saw. And he did it. The daredevil who scaled the 101-story skyscraper without a safety net. So
And this here is just level 1. It's gonna be like a 3-level pyramid.
Then, Amanda Knox returns to Italy. Nearly 20 years after she was wrongly convicted of killing her roommate.
It didn't break anything major.
Prosecutor who sent her to prison.
Plus, just like Oprah,
Yeah, I wouldn't even be bad if you did.
the big tuition giveaway.
Everybody gets a scholarship.
Now, Inside Edition with Eva Pilgrim.
I see somebody.
200 million Americans are digging themselves out today. The first monster storm of the year, dumping snow across the country.
But who's the blue guy?
2 feet in some
I'm coming.
places. But shoveling
Oh, I'm
coupled with
coming.
warming, it can put a lot of stress on your heart.
No, I'm talking about the other guy. 'Cause there's no other guy.
Come on, baby zombie.
Out today after historic superstorm Fern left the nation.
That's Monkey.
The doctors warn.
Fuck.
Shoveling snow can be really
One of those monkeys.
Al Roker does his own shoveling at his townhouse in Manhattan.
She's monkey squared.
Supposed to be doing that?
Young kids?
Yeah.
Well, please. I am a young kid. I'm gonna
What's Daikon Monkey?
Shoveling is hard work.
She doesn't have Minecraft yet.
About 97% of its maximum rate.
Uh-oh, wait,
snow
is
is
crazy.
also doing an intense workout.
Here.
But in addition to that, it's the cold
You seem like
weather.
you need this.
Dr. Jen Connell has this advice.
Use a
Red.
smaller shovel.
Yup.
Okay? If you have a smaller shovel, you're going to pick up
A sword will be nice.
less heavy and less exertion on your heart. Make sure that your shovel
Where's,
is not
Striker?
too long. That can actually
Let me
create
break some
more
bread
work
with
for
him.
your body.
So,
I'm basically near spawn.
Home improvement expert Skip Bedell recommends a two-handed snow
yeah,
shovel.
let me
Best part
point.
about this type of shovel as opposed to a regular one-handed snow shovel is that you use it in both hands and you can push it with your body and your legs.
It's over there.
We're also seeing more and more robot shovels. Don't
Somewhere
even have to
over
use
there.
hands. Here's a clever idea. This guy laid out a plastic sheet before the storm. Today,
Oh, wow.
he just rolled it up. No shoveling for him. There's
That's sick,
also
right?
a right way to dig
That's
out
a lot of
your
sand.
heart. You want to start at the rear of
I'm in a cave right now.
dig out any snow
Oh, okay.
that is
What?
near the exhaust
What if somebody
pipe. You
suffocates in
don't
the
want
sand, though?
I already suffocated a zombie.
then you're going to want to clear the
Do you mind help me with that?
soft bristle
Could you
brush
stop
like this.
screaming?
Not a shovel. A shovel
Wait, did he
actually
bring
scrape up the
materials?
paint with the metal. Then
I brought some.
clear, you want to start on the hood. Clear the hood and make sure you also do your headlights as well. And then last but not least,
I lost
you
my
gotta
map.
keep about 2 feet around all
Okay.
of the wheels.
Here, I'll give you some paper.
Give the wheels some space to move. And if it's slippery because of the ice, you can use something like kitty litter or sand to give yourself some extra
What am I
traction.
supposed to do
In
with this?
Nashville, icy
I think you need a couple more pieces of paper to make a map. Let me.
The sap inside gets so
It's paper redstone.
just explodes.
You need. Okay, I'll just
The
build one
nation
for you.
hunkered down. Drone
There
video
you go.
shows deserted highways in Texas. But
you
many
make
got
that.
outside to enjoy the first major snowfall of winter. In
Here's some more
Philadelphia,
paper.
folks went sledding down the steps of the Museum of Art, made famous by Rocky.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Here in America's most
Want to help me down here?
Here's Striker.
park, it's a
Let me give you
winter
something.
wonderland.
But it's not making
Schools in
like
the city
a
are closed, and students are
pick
supposed to be at home doing remote
There's a baby zombie I need help taking care of.
out here sledding.
And these folks
I
found
was
a
gonna give you
fun
some
way
of
to
this.
unleash that pent-up energy
There
from
you go.
being cooped up by the storm with an epic
it's not making a paper with the waypoint.
A record 11,000 flights were canceled
I don't.
Sunday because of
Oh,
the
you need a
storm today.
compass for that.
That.
More also canceled.
Or you just. I just gave you bread. Or did you
It's
die
a
already?
baby zombie.
Alright, I'll kill it.
Today, the White House
There, it's
doubling
dead.
down, blaming local
All the zombies.
urging them to cooperate. Protesters showing up to
Yeah, I'll
a
take care
Hilton
of them.
hotel where they thought ICE agents were staying. Les Trent
Okay, they're all
tells
dead.
us what
Okay.
happened. We want to warn you, the video is intense.
Like, bread's not gonna help you too much with baby zombies.
Well, you need to make a sword.
Sand? You said?
There's cobblestone.
I was out of stone.
I'm taking back my bread, just so I can hold on to it.
Set off fireworks. Fury was fueled by the shooting death of 37-year-old Alex Preddy by ICE agents. Video of the incident from multiple angles appears to contradict
They're back.
officials have said that Preddy approached
And then
agents in
here's
a
your bread.
threatening manner with a loaded gun.
Oh, what a...
Individual arrived at the scene
Uh.
to inflict maximum damage on individuals and to kill law enforcement.
But all he held in his hand was his cell phone.
He is standing, he has his phone, and he has a bottle of water, and they shot him 10 times.
What the? This witness shot video from just 6 feet away. She's being called the Pink Coat Lady.
That.
She is a 42-year-old children's entertainer who lives in the neighborhood. In a sworn statement, she says, "I didn't see him reach for or hold a gun. They just started shooting him." Authorities say Preddy was carrying this 6-hour P320 handgun in his holster. An ICE agent can be seen disarming him 1 second before 10 shots ring out. An Inside Edition investigation last year showed the weapon has a history of allegedly firing accidentally, which the company denies. This incident happened in Texas
Could I get
in
some cobblestone?
2024.
You can take whatever. From here.
Also focused on the weapon, telling the Wall Street Journal it is a very dangerous and unpredictable gun. It's a gun that goes off when people don't know it. Federal officials have not said Preddy's weapon was fired. Preddy worked as an ICU nurse in a veteran's hospital. This video shows him paying respect to a veteran he treated who passed.
May we never forget to always remember our brothers and sisters who have served, so that we may enjoy the gift of freedom.
And there was a touching NBA tribute at the Minnesota Timberwolves match against the Golden State Warriors.
Please join us in honoring the life
I'm going back up to sleep.
with a moment of silence.
He's Leo.
ICE agents were reportedly wearing a body camera
I'm still here, I'm just in the mine.
ICU nurse was shot.
I made.
What did his mom think? That's the question many had as they watched a woman
Oh god, there's like 3. There's like 20 zombies up here.
live on TV this weekend. Well,
I'll take care of him.
Jim Murray found out speaking to his mom today.
Planet Earth is marveling over daredevil Alex Honnold's climb to the top of a 101-story skyscraper.
He's done it!
And here's the video you haven't seen. The American from Sacramento had company on just about every floor he scaled as gawkers watched from inside the skyscraper in Taiwan. Crowds of spectators gathered for a watch party for the perfect view of the climb. Look how up close and personal they got.
Looks like somebody knows ball. Oh.
And they hold signs of encouragement. He knows they're there, but stays focused as one missing free soloist punch. Look, that's Honnold's wife looking out from the 16th floor. One woman watching the Netflix special live from home said out loud what many wondered.
I mean, does this guy have a mother that's still alive?
Well, his mom was watching from Las Vegas, where she lives.
Initially, I was not going to watch it. I didn't want to see it, but I figured I didn't want to be the only one on the planet who didn't know what happened, you know.
Deirdre Wolinick is also a climber, making history by becoming the oldest woman to climb Yosemite's 3,000-foot El Capitan at age 70. When he finally made it to the top, I loved the fact that he took a selfie.
At that point, my two friends were jumping up and down yelling, "Sit down, Alex! Sit down, Alex!"
That was some climb.
Alex says he hopes people who watched his climb are inspired to pursue their own challenges. Now, a brazen robbery at a jewelry store in
Wood, do I have any? No. No wood.
their SUV right through the glass front wall.
Utter terror as an SUV smashes into a jewelry store. The frightened owner jolts out of his seat as a gang of thieves invades. Covered in hoods, masks, and goggles, the robbers smash open the jewelry cases,
Put some wood in your chest.
Okay, thank you.
backpacks and trash cans. An employee chases the crooks out of the door, and they speed off in Dodge Charger.
I've got it.
Into the store, I knew right away a serious robbery. I was scared for my life.
The owner of the store in Anaheim Hills, California, believes his popular social media videos that feature pricey, sparkly, custom-made engagement rings may have caught the attention of the robbers.
They were smashing everything, every showcase. It was terrifying.
Just 4 months ago in San Jose, California, a vehicle also smashed through the front of this jewelry store. An army of 15 thieves attacked the store to shove the elderly owner to the ground. They made off with thousands of dollars worth of valuables. Incredibly, in the latest smash and grab, the crooks didn't get far. Both of the getaway cars crashed in separate collisions. Cops took the suspects into custody.
The store owner tells us police have recovered all of the stolen property. If you were in the path of this weekend's monster storm, you probably hunkered down or stayed on your couch. But if your wedding was planned for Saturday or Sunday, that was not an option.
The wedding must go on. When the storm threatened to ruin this bride and groom ceremony in Dallas, they found themselves scrambling. What to do? What to do?
I probably
there was a weather storm right now. You guys
there is no backup plan.
At the 11th hour, she
Weather.
decided to wedding up 3 days and planned an entire new
Weather is right now? No.
10 hours. Snow or ice couldn't stop us, she says. In South Dakota, this bride took her wedding photos outside
I'm talking
with
about
a fur
weather
coat over
storm.
her gown. I
Oh
always
my God,
wanted a snowy wedding, she says. And Liz Wozni was scheduled to marry Dylan Robinson in Huntsville, Alabama.
Why are there so many zombies?
Made an effort
It like sticks you up.
to have it in a location where you would not be affected by winter weather.
Yes.
We were not expecting the storm in the center to come in.
We were slipping and sliding. We've been driving 10 miles an hour. We're hitting some ice.
So what happened?
My wedding went off without a hitch. It was absolutely perfect. We danced a lot, had an amazing time.
For these brides, neither snow nor sleet could keep them from saying, I do.
Hopefully they're all going someplace warm for their honeymoons. Now, some very happy high school students, they just found out they're getting college scholarships. And the big news was delivered just like Oprah.
As students file into the gymnasium, they have no idea of the huge surprise awaiting them.
This is big news and can be life-changing from this moment on. Guess what? Every student at Jones High, every student at
Yeah, got more iron.
The entire student body at Jones High School in Orlando is getting free tuition to nearby Valencia College. School board member Vicki Elaine Felder delivers the news just like Oprah.
everybody gets a scholarship.
Remember that classic episode from Oprah's talk show in 2004?
I love Oprah. Imitation is the greatest form of flattery. You know what I mean? So I was imitating her. I said, okay, you get a scholarship. You get a scholarship. Everybody gets a scholarship. And the children went
shocked and excited.
Senior Jada Anthony is one of the lucky students.
One of the most stressful things when it comes to being a senior, applying to colleges, is where you're going to go and how you're going to pay for it. And now with this full ride scholarship, that weight is like completely taken off of our shoulder.
The scholarships were made possible through a partnership between Valencia College and the nonprofit group Lift Orlando. Congratulations.
Next, Amanda Knox returns to Italy. Nearly 20 years after she was wrongly convicted of killing her roommate.
Face to face with a prosecutor who sent her to prison.
And Sydney Sweeney's stunt. When will you see where she's stringing together all her bras?
Good job.
Inside Vision with Eva Pilgrim. We'll be right back.
All this iron, but only 7 coal.
Shower for too long. It's outdated, unsafe, and it's time to replace it. But why struggle with a lengthy shower remodel when Jacuzzi can do it in just 1 day? And there's no need to break a sweat.
What is wrong with you? I'm out of here.
We're waiving all installation costs, plus offering 0 interest and 0 payments for up to 1 year.
What's
So you can
happening?
finally convert your old
I
bath
saw
to a
what you're
safer, easy entry shower, complete with a custom seat, grab bars, and slip-resistant
humping
floor
my head.
installed in 1 day.
My overall
Yeah.
experience with Jacuzzi has been wonderful. Everything
I'm
was
outta here, girl.
customized to the way I wanted it for the price that I wanted to pay.
I've had a great
going home.
experience from start to finish.
Don't take matters into your own hands. Do it the smart way. Give Jacuzzi Bath Remodel a call.
There are only weeks remaining during our limited time offer. We're waiving all installation
Yeah, it's
costs
got
and offering
no
no
quality
interest and
home.
no payments for
Alright.
up to 1 year. Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-985-9830.
Take an EKG from anywhere, but with 6 times the data. Can your smartwatch do that? Introducing Cardia Mobile 6L, the FDA-cleared EKG that provides 6 times more heart data than any smartwatch, and it detects 3 of the most common arrhythmias in just 7 seconds, including atrial fibrillation, bradycardia, and tachycardia. Cardia Mobile 6L, the world's most advanced personal EKG. Get
Oh,
yours
kind of monkey.
at cardia.com or Amazon.
For the first time ever, the biggest rock band
Hello,
on earth
hello.
makes their U.S. debut.
Hey, you know ball, bro.
Special welcome directed by Harry Connick Jr. Join us on January
watch it.
31st at Caesars
You know
Superdome
ball, bro.
to hear 1,000 musicians playing
I
songs
know
from your
ball.
favorite artists.
You know ball, man.
It's just this way for another 1,000
Be a
blocks.
part of history. Get your tickets today at
Lead the
Ticketmaster.
way.
It's an emotional trip for Amanda Knox returning to Italy, the country where she spent 4 years in jail before being acquitted of murdering her college roommate. She tells our Jim Murray she went there to confront the prosecutor who tried to convict
You
her.
guys be using swords?
Amanda Knox spent 4 years
Yeah.
in an Italian
Stone sword.
prison she didn't commit. Amanda became an international sensation after being accused of stabbing her college roommate to death in 2007. But when she was finally exonerated in 2011, Amanda understandably fled Italy as soon as she got released from prison, returning home to her family in Seattle.
What's important for me to say is just thank you to everyone
Those are for
who's
killing.
believed in me, who's defended me.
So it may come as a surprise to you.
I will craft a full set of iron gear.
Wrongly convicted her. Why in the world
Bro.
would you want to go
52
back
iron.
and also confront the prosecutor who threw you in prison?
You know, my friend was raped and murdered, and I was put in jail for a crime that I had nothing to do with, and feeling like I couldn't move forward in my life unless I looked directly at the people who harmed me.
Her return is featured in a new documentary, Mouth of the Wolf. Amanda Knox returns to Italy, premiering tonight on Hulu. She says even her mom tried to talk her out of it. Amanda says her goal was to come face to face with the prosecutor who put her behind bars. Their meeting ended with a hug.
We tried to paint a picture in this documentary of how incredibly rare
it is for law enforcement and prosecutors to actually acknowledge a mistake and to admit harm and to hold themselves accountable.
Amanda is now 38, married with 2 kids. We also spoke to her husband, Christopher Robinson, who directed the documentary.
Were you worried for her? Were you scared? I was scared for her, yeah. I mean, we were worried that a random stranger might come up to her on the street and shank her, you know, like she's a hated figure.
There's also a second documentary, Search for the Truth, the Amanda Knox story, streaming now on Hulu.
Don't.
Still to come, Sydney Sweeney's stunt. When will you see where she's stringing together all of her bras?
Good job.
Here in Mainlandia, men love books.
They're gonna feel my
Books are filled with the essentials. This Dr. Squatch deodorant is also filled with the essentials, like camera and charcoal. It even smells like barrel aged bourbon. I like that.
Teamwork is important in sports and in life. At the Hallmark Law Firm, we work together as a team.
You don't get one of us. You get an entire team.
This pyramid will be massive.
You ain't getting a wreck. Call Team Womack.
Ready? It's happening right now at Rooms to Go. Shop 100 perfect gifts.
Anyone want leaf litter?
$99 or less. Picture it, your home, fully furnished in your style, with living rooms, bedrooms, and dining rooms, each for $9.99 or less. So many stylish options, each $9.99 or less. And it gets even better. Finance for as low as $20 or less per month, interest-free for 50 months. Plus, get free doorway delivery. Now at Rooms to Go.
Are we there yet?
What's there?
Bills, responsibilities,
Almost there.
Are we there yet?
Zero grown-up stress. Insurance and roadside assistance? Yep. It's
I'm gonna blow you up.
I've got AAA. Don't forget, epic discounts on dining and travel. AAA, it pays to be a member.
We're almost there.
Please.
At Consumer Cellular, my job is to help you save money on wireless.
I'm saving over $50 a month.
I'm saving almost $100 a month.
Consumer Cellular gives you the same fast, reliable nationwide network for up to half the cost of big wireless.
Same tower, same coverage.
Our customers rate us #1 in network coverage satisfaction. And there's no long-term contracts. I've been through TracFone, T-Mobile, Verizon. Nothing compares to Consumer Cellular.
Once I get like solid iron gear, I might end up. I might try to enchant.
Call now and see if one of our US-based Switch Pros can cut your
Like I'll try and get stuff to enchant.
second free. And AARP members save even more. Call 1-800.
Once I get an enchanter.
That's 1-800-680-0024.
So how do you change it?
Lapis.
Louder than ever, Bacchus returns for the 2026 Bacchus Parade and Rendezvous. Custom themed floats and amazing animatronics make carnival history. Watch Bacchus Rendezvous live Sunday at 10 p.m. on WWL-TV and WWL+.
No.
Sydney Sweeney proves once again she knows how to get attention.
Yes, we are actually.
Sweeney up to? Believe it or not, she's climbing the world-famous
Yes.
Hollywood sign.
Sorry for this ripper.
Accompanied by a production crew, the it girl of the moment is dressed in black as she scales the back of the iconic billboard at night. Why? To decorate it with hanging bras.
Good job.
No, it's not for a movie. Sydney's promoting her
You
lingerie
fucking dropped it.
That's one proud girlfriend.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a green-haired Cardi B after the Patriots' 10-7
is that the other
victory
guy?
over the Broncos in
Yeah.
yesterday's AFC Championship
Sorry,
game.
okay.
We're going to the Super Bowl!
Why is the rapper so elated? Her boyfriend is Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs. The game started
What?
off in cold
What the
but
hell?
clear weather in Denver, and by the end,
That's my
turned
gas.
into the Snow Bowl.
Careful.
The Super Bowl
We added
matchup
this to
is
the
now
newest
set. The New
update.
England Patriots take on the Seattle Seahawks in February.
You can write it.
Coming up, having fun during the monsoon
Wait, so
storm.
how did you?
Everything you love about
Dang it.
WWL Louisiana News at 6
You find its egg in the nether, and then you put it in the water, and then it
local weather, and your favorite news
come back
team
down.
whenever you want.
Get the WWL Plus app today, live, local, and always on.
It likes to not. Yeah.
What happens if I smelt gunpowder?
Wait, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes.
What?
And you can get on it too.
But then I found a way to hack
Get on
it all.
Ted.
It's called AAA.
Oh,
With
shit.
AAA, it's all about the perks. Just like being a kid, except with better snacks and no bedtime. Yes!
You might have to get on the house first.
Oh.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Hey, don't hit it.
Oh, sorry. Trying to sit on it.
What is it up to? Like 4 people? What is it? 4 people could ride them?
Yeah.
Is it difficult to get one of these as a pick?
Not really.
Wait, so what do you see?
I don't know. It's my first time having it. Let me see.
They are attracted to snowballs. Learned that from the Hermitcraft server.
Except with better snacks and no bedtime. Yes! It pays to be a member.
The Superstorm
Yeah, they need-
never sleeps.
They need
I remember the
snowballs.
fall
Travel
through this.
consideration provided by.
Did you say 12 o'clock? Okay. See you tomorrow at 12. I can't hear clearly on the phone anymore.
Alright, I'm gonna take us down.
Let me show you something that will change your life. This is a clear captions phone. It allows me to read what a caller is saying.
Really?
You can read what the caller is saying as they say it. It's easy to understand and respond to immediately.
Alright.
It sounds expensive.
Actually, there is no insurance or Medicare required. The
Oh,
service
you guys
is
don't
provided
mind
at
if
no
I
cost
touch
to
you
you
please?
through a federally managed program.
Go
Hi, Grandma.
out a little bit. Yeah, out there is fine.
Give your loved ones the connection they deserve. Call now
I
to
don't
see
want
if
to
you
see the
qualify.
scenery.
There is no insurance or Medicare required. Clear caption service is provided at no cost to you. We deliver, install, and train you on how to use your phone.
If y'all need sand, I charge 1 diamond per stack.
793-4296. Call 1-800-793-4296.
Yeah, I charge 1 diamond per stack, and you need to fill out an ID10 Tango.
I got news for you, pal. We live at a beach. We're just doing it up ourselves.
Technology as innovative as it is effortless. These are luxuries.
Obviously joking with all of that. Or am I?
Buick. Exceptional by
I don't
design.
Get 0.9% APR on select Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $22.50 allowance on Encore GX. See your local Buick dealer.
At the Chopin Law Firm, we
All
believe in a
these
very
trees
simple
are
philosophy.
dark brown.
We believe that you should get what you pay for. When you hire a lawyer, you should get a lawyer and not some case manager.
I just want
If you've
oak
been
wood.
seriously injured, call the Chopin Law Firm at
Some wood in that
500,000
chest,
to speak with the trial lawyer.
down by the road. You
Hi,
can have some
it's
of that.
Christina
Or you can
again.
have all of it,
I'm
really.
here to tell you about an all-new special offer. Jacuzzi bathroom model
Yeah,
has
but I
a
want
design
oak wood.
you'll
Oh,
love
hard
at
to
a
see.
price you can afford. We're waiving all
Don't take
installation
that.
costs and postponing all payments for up to
I don't even know how to use.
They can install it.
How to?
Wood, alright? I said the wood.
How do you even use that thing?
Special TV offer
I'm not sure, but it's important.
Bathroom.com
That's for sure.
call 800-255-9365.
It's a collectible. It's like a Pokemon coin.
Yeah, exactly.
Finally today, more epic images from the snowstorm. This one at the crossroads
There's
of
some
the
oak
world.
wood in here.
This guy is snowboarding through Times
What the heck is
You know
that
what they say?
chicken?
Snowboard here, you can snowboard.
This is new skin.
Wait, that's an armored chicken? Oh.
Oh, it makes sense. It's skin.
That's Inside Edition. We'll see you next time.
Oh, they changed so much. Oh my god, finally a regular looking cow, bro. I think in different biomes it changes things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Eva Pilgrim, and this is Inside Edition.
A new season with a new voice. Inside Edition.
Weeknights at 6:30 on WWL.
I don't think there's any cows in like a desert. I don't think they native to a desert.
Nobody wants to live in a desert.
I do. Yeah, it.
Deposit checks easily and
That's kind
send
of
money
fucked up,
quickly.
man. You don't wanna ruin those dreams.
Yeah, one day there'll be
That's
a house
convenience for Chase.
in this
Keep
desert.
making more.
Like for my base, it just makes more sense to be in a desert.
But bro, you're gonna suffocate yourself though. I mean, it sounds cool though.
Like all this sand, about 30% of it will be like will change.
Tucson for $289 a month, or get 0.99% APR for 60 months. Hurry in. In just 5 minutes, you can save up to $400 by switching to Go Auto low-cost car insurance.
I don't know
Go
if that's
Auto
gonna be
is a
enough.
simple choice for affordable, easy coverage for everyone, including you. Get quality coverage fast with no extra fees or unnecessary add-ons. Just the savings you deserve. Visit GoAutoInsurance.com or call 833-700-0000 for a fast, free quote today. This Mardi Gras, don't just watch the party, be the party at Riverwalk Outlet's VIP experience. You'll get front row access, free food and drinks, and the best seat in the city for live music. Join us on February 16th on Spanish Plaza. Tickets available online. What I can promise I will do is give you a calm, detailed forecast. We're going to prepare you for whatever
Oh,
is
some
coming.
regular looking chicken.
Yay, full iron gear.
My base is gonna be the ugliest looking thing.
I'm back.
Hi, Daikon.
So back.
Whoa, that's a new profile picture.
Went matching again.
Oh, you eat it?
Oh shit! What the hell is his? What the hell are you? What the hell is it?
I have no idea. He just chose it.
I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, go ask.
Oh, do you eat it?
Is your profile picture, bro?